Hey folks, I'm on a roll. Rolling out videos straight to you again, that is. And I'm back to EMs. And today we're going to jump back in the Wayback Machine. Way back to 2017 of February when I did a video about a 1976 Gottlieb sure shot. So stick around, this will be a good one because it's a three-parter. So today we'll be starting off with part one, which is an overview of that machine. And I hope you like it. It's been re-edited, and some of you might even remember it from way back when. Hello, and thanks for watching another edition of EM-PINMAN, doing a review of a 1976 Gottlieb sure shot electromechanical pinball machine. Basically, I'm going to be going over some of the mechanics on this video of the machine, and some of you will see similarities between how this one works and other electromechanicals. This being a wedge head, they all have a lot of commonalities of how they work. Anyway, kind of just go over it here with you. Down here we got the inside of the coin door here. Usually you got a coin lock coil that generally burned out. This one got a new one. Let's replace that, and if you're using coins like I do, you get to basically have everything work correctly, and you have all the parts there, and this one does. So some people like putting on free play, to each their own. Here we have the chime unit, basic 3 chime, been rebuilt, cleaned, looks great, sounds great. And here we have the bottom motor board. Got the wonderful relay banks here, 2 of them. We got the Gottlieb motor, and then the doggone it, transformer. Anyway, all the switch stacks and that, I always tighten those, tighten up the screws, because the bakelite ends up shrinking and expanding over the years, and you can get some loose stacks which cause sloppy operation, which will cause your machine to do weird things, and you don't want that. So very important to go through these machines, especially seeing now they're, you know, a lot of them reaching 40, 50 years old, and a lot of these haven't been serviced properly since they came out of the factory. Really important to go through these things completely, which is what I do. I don't try to skip corners, because really you can't anymore. There's just been too much abuse and neglect on these machines. Anyway, all my machines get basically orange dot coils on the Gottliebs, 5% more flipper power, just like the extra zing. I find the yellow dots a little bit too extreme on the 10% extra power. Same with the yellow dot pop bumper coils. I just don't use them, it's just too much. The flipper linkages are new, and the whole thing's actually been rebuilt, so it's all got new parts there, which is really important because these things get sloppy over the years. Down here we got the bonus unit, which counts up the bonus on the pool rack grid. Had to go through this quite a bit. Getting spring tensions and cleaning the rivets and setting everything up right and aligning is really key to these to work properly. That one I had to go over a couple times, just being a bear. And then the wonderful Gottlieb relay bank there under the playfield. Oh, that's always a joy to work on, huh guys? People who have worked on these know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I use a special adjustment tool that is available at Pinball Life. Here's the tool here, switch leaf adjustment tool. A little bit different than your standard ones like you get Pinball Resource. Anyway, I really highly suggest using this. The clearances in between these switches are really tight, and the standard one will just drive you crazy, and you'll end up bending other switches you didn't even want to work on just by accident. Anyway, what else we got on the play field here? We got some pop bumper coils and that kind of standard fare stuff here. What's neat about this game, it has the light rack grid right here. A lot of times you can have problems with this because in the factory they use the pressed kind of light sockets that go into here, and when they go bad, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can add extra solder on the other side of this plate to the base to try to get the electrical connection again, because they inevitably get really loose. Sometimes you got to solder a wire to the bottom here of this to get the kind of positive continuity back. Other times I've rebuilt this whole entire grid completely. In other words, I just crush out the old sockets to get them out and be careful, you know, not ripping the grid and that. And then I re-drill the holes bigger, and I actually add all new light sockets, solder them in, put some screws in there, and it's super duty. And what's cool about it is if down the line, you know, of course it might be 30 years, you can end up replacing the sockets really easily because they're just basically, you know, just undo the little solder bit and then just unscrew it, you know, and then unsolder your wires after that. Anyway, I've explained that in threads on pinball threads and that, how to do that. I'm not gonna go completely into it here. This is kind of just a general overview of this machine today. And then we have the back here again. Anyway, like I said, just kind of standard stuff, a lot of this, especially if you guys have looked at these machines before. Nice, you know, on the play field here and that. What's going on? The pop bumper bodies and skirts and all that have been replaced on this. So that's part of the mechanical. And of course, all the rubbers and all the bullseyes, target bullseyes are all brand new. The playfield plastics are all the same on this particular one. New playfield posts. Yeah, it's just really nice pin. Shooter rod here. It's been you know, rebuilt and polished up, and that it's got all brand new legs, levelers, bolts. You know, with a little bit of work, you can really fix these things up, make them nice. This one would be really super nice, maybe with a new paint job, but it really doesn't need it. I mean, it's used but not abused. You can see the battle scars over the years of people playing it, and that's kind of cool. And a lot of people like the original patina. I go either way. You know, if a cabinet's too badly damaged and that, I'll get fixed and repainted. Cabinet on this particular model is solid. So really good machine all the way around. Anyway, that should pretty much do it for this video. I hope I gave you some useful information, and you can see hopefully some of the insides. And if you're doing repairs on your Sure Shot, you can actually zoom in on some stuff there, and maybe it'll help you figure out what you're missing and what needs to be adjusted right. But thanks again for watching this video, and we'll talk to you soon.